I have a photograph in my office that never fails to inspire me. The year is 1965. The scene is the march that began in Selma, Alabama, and led to Montgomery. The issue was voter rights, but the fact was that this march was really about racism, equality, and a new future for African Americans in this country. It was led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In the photograph, you see clergy of every stripe, nuns and rabbis, ministers and priests. And in the middle of the photograph, there's a tall man with a long white beard. Abraham Joshua Hescheld had traveled from New York City to walk side by side with Dr. King. He exemplified the essence of religion. He taught the world what it meant to be a Jew and how to care for others. Someone asked him, "Why did you leave the ivory tower of New York and travel to Selma?" And he said, "When I walk in Selma, my feet are praying." What a powerful moment. This Shabbat, we will read the story of the people of Israel leaving Egypt, walking through the Sea of Reeds on dry ground. We will hear the song that Moses sang, that Miriam played the tambourine and led the women in dance. In that story, the Egyptian army was chasing after the Israelites. God said to Moses, "Matitzachalai, why are you crying to me? Tell them to go forward." And a people walked into the water. The prayer of their feet was heard. The water split apart. Salvation awaited them on the other side. It is a remarkable moment of salvation, inspiration for generations to come. And that inspiration was part of that march in Selma. And it is no accident that Jews were walking there, that Jews were disproportionately represented in the civil rights movement, because that journey that began in Egypt was continuing. People were still fighting for freedom, walking towards salvation, praying that the prayer of their feet would be heard on high. That Black-Jewish alliance has fallen on hard times over the years. It is time for us to rebuild it. In the week to come, our congregation, an urban congregation, is going to address some of those issues. This Sunday, we will be joining together with AIPAC. AIPAC has done a brilliant job working with the African American community across the country. Clergy have visited Israel in numbers, and they have come back to tell the story of what Israel represents, its meaning, its inspiration, its relationship, not only to the Bible, but to America, and it has inspired Black leaders around the country. It will be our privilege to hear from two of the most eloquent spokespeople in the African American clergy, Reverend Coleman and Reverend Flowers. They will speak to us, they will inspire us, and they will help us better appreciate the power of the State of Israel. The following Friday at our Anshe Live service, we'll have the privilege of hosting Reverend Jesse Jackson. Reverend Jackson will share with us his reminiscences of Dr. King, but will also speak to us about the very serious concerns of the African American community in urban Chicago. This is our opportunity to re-engage in a holy mission to recreate the world, to participate and ensure that there is equality for all. Let us continue the march that began in Egypt, continued in Selma, in our own age. And may God on high hear the prayer of our feet, so that all men, all women, all children will find true liberty and be treated with full equality. Shabbat Shalom.